We're already
Nice.
talking about Danzo. We're already talking about him. It's what I do.
Nice. Thank you.
It's
Thank
what
you
I
for that,
gotta
Company
do.
Hashira. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I got
Thank
you.
you.
But I'm just saying, he's the evil nigga. I just thought the world shouldn't understand that he doesn't get his due. Like, that was a bad motherfucker.
He was. And he's the reason the Uchiha are dead.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
thank you for that.
if Itachi kills him there, and we skip this whole debate we're gonna have, and Itachi kills him there, there's no issues. There's no Sasuke. There's no Naruto movies, stories, show. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
I think
Very
I just
true.
wrapped this episode up in what,
All
5
right,
minutes?
let's call it. Yeah.
Let's call it,
Let's
dude.
call it.
We solved the Naruto
no
problem.
need to tell him the truth.
But in all
Yeah.
seriousness, do you know how old Itachi is compared? Do you know the age difference? I forgot
Compared
to
to
look it up.
Sasuke,
Yeah.
I think it's about
Is it like 4 or 5
I
years,
think
right?
about 5 years, 4 years,
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
because me and you are what, 2.5 years
Right,
apart?
and he was like what? Sasuke was like 7 when that shit went down, and Itachi was like 13.
Yeah, which is fucking wild
You
to
know what I
think
mean?
about.
13,
But it's
maybe,
like when I
maybe
think
14.
about it, because I think about you being 2.5 years, 2 to 2.5 years younger than me,
Mhm.
and I'm like, man, when you look at their dynamic, like, there was so much stuff I didn't tell you when you were a kid,
Mhm.
just because that 2.5 year difference is so different. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, so I think
At
there's
a younger age, it's much
yeah,
different
at
than
especially
as
at a younger
adults.
age. Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah, good
So
clarification. Thank you,
right.
Blackie Chan.
Yeah. So
But he can't tell him, can he? He's too young. He can't
no,
handle that.
and I don't think you can handle that at Sasuke's age. So the only route I see him taking is not directly after that meeting, right? Hiruzen tells
Mhm.
him, "Hey, you got to do what you got to do." He comes to that decision. If he goes and tells him then and there, Sasuke's telling somebody. I mean, he's fucking
That
7
nigga
years
is
old.
snitching
He's
for
snitching. He's
sure.
gonna be like, "Dad, Itachi just told me he's got to kill everybody."
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I
like the
mean?
perfect recipe for a snitch. You got an older brother who's who's a fucking prodigy, who you're jealous of because you can't keep up with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got a dad who doesn't accept you,
Mm-hmm.
and so like he doesn't accept him. So it's like that's the perfect recipe for, hey, guess what? My older brother's a piece of shit. You should love me more. Like, that's the perfect scenario for tapping him.
However, Itachi was such a prodigy that Dad might be like, we still kind of need this nigga to kill
That,
the
you know,
enemy."
that's an interesting
So could it
spin on
be?
it.
Could Sasuke be lying?
Or
Maybe you
if the
misheard
dad hears
something,
it,
son.
yeah, right. Or the dad hears it and he just goes, I guess we're all dead then.
Yeah, they
There
do
ain't
miss
nothing we
that
could do
nigga.
with that shit because that
He's
nigga fuck us
13.
all up.
Whoop everybody's ass, and he's
Oh my
13.
god, no! This
Imagine living
isn't.
in a world like that.
Yeah, I'd
Jesus
be like,
Christ.
You sure, man? You heard that? You heard that shit? You heard
Dude,
him say it.
it's like
He
that,
said it to you.
Sasuke. I don't know if you knew this, but at your age, your brother was fighting in wars.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He was. Motherfucker was
Yeah,
out wars wilding and shit.
wilding, wilding.
But I think we both agree here. You can't tell Sasuke at that age before it happens,
No,
right? Because
and
he's tattling for sure.
only logistically way you could do it is literally like right before you initiate it, to where he can't tell anybody. But even then, it would be such a mind fuck for him that he wouldn't be able to comprehend it.
Do you think?
Right?
Do you
You
think
tell
he
him
might
5
pull
minutes
like
before
a,
you pull it off.
or he could pull a Sakura? And by that I mean, you know, when Sasuke was leaving and Sakura tried to stop him, and he snapped that nigga neck real quick. He just went hacha and put her to sleep after he said he was leaving. He could have done something like that, where he's like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
This is the way I'm
like
gonna
a
do it."
Vegeta, just like
Yeah,
what Vegeta did with his son in the Buu saga, and he
yeah,
chopped him in the neck.
yeah. And he's like, "This is what I'm gonna do." But guess what? Go to
Right.
sleep. When you wake
Or
up, everybody's gonna be dead, little nigga.
right, he can. And Sasuke at that age, if you infinite Tsukiyomi him right before the coup, or right before his coup, not the Uchiha's coup,
Right.
Tachi shit, and he'll pass out. There's no way he could withstand that level of genjutsu without passing out right after. Because
Right.
Kakashi was fucking in a hospital for months because of that, or I don't know about months,
Right.
but
And
a long time.
they had to know something was coming anyways, because at this point they already suspected him and were weary of Itachi,
Of Itachi.
because they
'Cause
thought
he
they
was
were like, you
missing
killed your
meetings
best
and shit.
friend. And you
Well,
killed
and
your
he was
best
missing
like, or
meetings.
his best friend went missing and everybody
Right.
thought he killed him, and now he's
Uh-huh.
missing meetings and doing other shit. Like, they
Yeah.
were on the trail. They were like, yo, this nigga is wild. Who's gonna say
Right.
something? Not it. 1, 2,
Now,
3, not it.
again, they did set it up because of what Itachi wanted, to where Sasuke wasn't necessarily touched and wasn't
Right.
necessarily in the room when it happened.
Right.
So, I mean, that would be the only thing. But again, me and you were just like, nah, you couldn't tell somebody that young. He wouldn't
No, you
understand, and
can't.
he'd still
You can't.
probably hate him and still probably not believe him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
he wouldn't believe him. Ultimately, it happens the next day, right, or whatever. In the scenario we're talking about, where it would essentially happen within a few couple of days. So even if he doesn't believe him, it's gonna happen real quick.